Hello and welcome to a very special review, YouTubers. I'm Protomario and today we're reviewing Digimon World for the PS1. This game got a bad rap back in the day when it came out for the original PlayStation, and I'm here to dispute it and dispel all the bad mojo that surrounded when it originally released. So are you paying attention to the video? I hope you are, because that's the main storyline of this game. It's not complex, it's not complicated. This game came out in a time where the world was obsessed with monsters and digital reality and 3D and virtual reality and all kinds of realities that existed outside our plane of understanding. Moreover, people just really wanted to jump in computers and see what it was like. So this is Digimon Digital World, the Digimon World game for PS1, and it's a great and wonderful game. This game review will be an extensive review, so if you're really into Digimon, if you really like Pokemon, and if you really like open world games that present a great challenge with a wonderful payoff, then this game is the game for you. And I would stay tuned to the review. But if you're not interested, leave now because you're wasting your time. It's a 20-minute video and I don't want to waste your time, guys. So once again, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more reviews along your way. Now, if you're still here, you're ready to hear the great truth of the Digimon world. While not being outside its source of a normal game, this game is a widely accredited RPG, a more open world RPG that was developed and published by a company known as Bandai. This game belongs to the series Digimon World, which at the time was competing with Pokemon. It was originally released in Japan January 28th, 1999. Because Digimon was more indigenous to Japan at the time, but made its crossover to America May 23rd, 2000. So a little over a year later, made the jump, and Jump did it. When you start the game off, you'll start off with certain types of Digimon. You'll start off with a rookie Digimon, and this Digimon will either be Agumon or Gabumon, which gives you a good setup for the future, because in this game you can actually train and raise any Digimon in the limited digital universe that's available on the disc. Now, this game was released, I believe, mid-season of Digimon World, so there aren't too many megas available. The four classes that you'll be mainly dealing with within this game are Rookie, Champion, Ultimate, and a few megas, but not really a lot. Probably one or two megas. Overall, you'll rarely ever see baby Digimon or in-training Digimon unless your Digimon happens to run out of life. The downside of this game is definitely that. If I could say to change anything about this game, is to change the life cycle, because there is a life cycle and a limit. Many people wonder why Pokemon don't die. Well, this is the reason. You put so much work into your Digimon that you'll only be able to get to a certain part of the game with your Digimon, because after a while he will fade from existence. Your Digimon can only live a certain amount of in-game years dependent upon its power level. Depending on whether or not it's a rookie, champion, or ultimate means how long it can survive. Also, its happiness and discipline governs that as well. The fact of the matter is, folks, if you can beat this game, or at least the first part of this game, with one Digimon, you're doing pretty well. It is an amazing feat and an astounding challenge to beat the entire game with the same Digimon you started with. Basically, it's unheard of, and it doesn't happen. So, if you beat the game, or at least the first part of the game, with your original Digimon and you lose it, you get the ability to pick which egg you want, and you get the ability to raise another Digimon. But that's not all. There's a lot more to it. So, as you progress through the game, you'll be encountering multiple Digimon species These Digimon species are obtainable through raising your Digimon in a certain way and training him a certain way. The only way to increase your Digimon's stats are to battle other Digimon. Why are you battling other Digimon? Is this like Pokemon? No. You do not mainly control your Digimon until your Digimon's intelligence is at a certain governing level. Once he's past that certain governing level, you can actually initiate the attacks you want your Digimon to use. Other than that, you'll be blatantly yelling just attack, or moderately attack, or run away, whatever. At any rate, you battle other Digimon because of the plotline. The plotline basically says you're dropped into this world, there's tons of Digimon who have left this File City, and your job is to bring them back. As you progress through the game and beat certain Digimon, your Digimon may Digivolve into a different Digimon, making him stronger, faster, better. In the event that he does Digivolve into a better Digimon, you get an Tamer level upgrade, which means you are better at raising Digimon and you get better stat increases. If you in fact raise your Digimon crappily and he Digivolves into a slime or a pile of poop, then you did something wrong. So, back to what I was saying earlier. Training your Digimon is not as simple as just beating up other Digimon, though that may be the quickest way and most effective way of doing things. It is not the most effective use of your time, because again, I stated before, you have a specific timeline that you can use on your Digimon to keep him alive. And there's even a section in this game that actually fast forwards and slows down time for you. So if you did want to train more, you could go there in the slow section, and if you wanted to kill off your Digimon quicker without being cruel, you could speed up time. So you're probably wondering, how do you learn attacks? Is it a level up system, and can you even level up? No. You can only raise your stats by going to certain gyms. There is a gym right outside the city, which is your safe haven, and once you're in the city, you won't be attacked by random Digimon, which will give you the ability to purchase items such as food, healing items for battle, upgrades, and of course use of the gym and the toilet. Yes, your Digimon does have to poop from time to time. And if you do happen to let him just crap everywhere, not only will your screen be filled up with turds, he will not much be happy with you, nor will he respect you. So make sure to keep your Digimon happy and potty trained. Continuing on to what I was saying earlier, though, there is a gym and you need to utilize it often. There are gyms in several areas that allow for a more specific training. So if you wanted to go faster, you would send your Digimon around the track. If you wanted to make him stronger, you would make him hit the punching bag. But there are definitely much stronger sections around the world that you can find, like in the Ice Palace or in Leomon's training grounds. This game will have you wearing different hats at different times. At one period of time in the game, you may be battling it out life and death, and another part of the time you'll be finding another Digimon that you need to recruit to the city, and you'll have to run his shop. Or maybe you'll get into a curling competition. There are definitely tedious parts to this and different things, but it breaks up the monotony. Not every Digimon needs battle to recruit him to the city. Some of them actually need you to do them a favor by rescuing them, or saving something, or returning something to them, while others just simply want to pound your face in. And even beating them, they will just run away, until finally you persuade them. So, back to what I was stating earlier before. Battles. Battles are simple. They take place by the use of you controlling the Digimon. You set your attacks. You may have a few weak attacks or strong attacks. You can have all strong attacks or all weak attacks. Your Digimon does have one finisher, which is very reminiscent of the TV show, where he can use that attack once he builds up his finisher. The finisher builds up by stating the letters very slowly throughout the battle. The more times the enemy blocks your attacks, the more letters you get quicker. When you hit the finisher, you simply press square, hit the L and R buttons as quick as you can, build up power, let it go, and you win the battle. More or less. Battles are complex, and they do require a lot of tactics to win. You'll be battling champions, rookies, and ultimates, and even, finally, a mega. Without spoiling the game, though, overall, you'll be finding yourself engrossed in a challenging world. From certain events that some people may consider gold, to other events that some people may consider very, very exceeding, boring, trying, and difficult, to say the least, to keep entertaining. This game does feature a great in-depth RPG adventure for any RPG enthusiast, not just Digimon adventurers. Overall, I feel that this game satisfies the itch for many people while giving a great challenge. Now, this game was criticized greatly based upon its graphics and its shallow gameplay and this and that, but I must contradict these reviewers. It's definitely not a 5. If anything, it's definitely more closer to an 8 or a 9, but me personally, I give it an S ranking, because it's one of the first games where you don't directly control your Digimon and force him to do every single thing. This isn't a turn-based combat system. As I stated before, battles do take in-depth tactics, and you have to really figure out what your enemy's going to do, use, and fight you with. Also, you don't just randomly learn your attacks. Yes, educating him in the mental state and giving him lessons do help him learn certain attacks, but you learn your attacks based upon your enemy. So if your enemy happens to use a Megaton Bomb, and your Digimon has the capacity to learn that, beating him may give you that tech because he saw him use it. Again, a added aspect to this game that most games don't utilize. An annoying aspect, but nonetheless a new aspect that some games could benefit from, whereas in other situations it's not so beneficial. Because the fact of the matter is, it's only based on luck that you actually learn the tech, and there's always a chance that you won't learn it. As you progress through the game, your Digimon will subsequently digivolve. As I stated before, digivolving into a good Digimon gives you a greater tamer level, while digivolving into a weaker Digimon gives you a bad tamer level. Every Digimon is pretty much the same. Some Digimon come with better stats and better finishing moves, and the fact of the matter is, those better stats will save you on time, so you definitely want the best Digimon for your category. Some Digimon come with exceedingly better stats and different type of Digimon. Some are virus, some are vaccines, some are just neutral, but in the end, they all have special typing. Some Digimon are a flame type, other Digimon are grass, ice, and some Digimon are known as the metal type. The metal types seem to be one of the stronger Digimon, and also, one thing you really need to take into context is that size doesn't matter in this game. Despite what the women have told you, size does not matter. There are several small Digimon that are very, very strong and could kill a giant dragon very easily. There are also very large Digimon that could crush these small Digimon just as easily. So do remember, come into battle prepared. When you go to the shops, you're going to always want to stock up on your items, and you do have the ability to buy all sorts of items. But do take note that if you lose these battles and you're not able to revive your Digimon with a special revive chip, that means he loses a life. That's why it's so important to be prepared for these battles. Some of the battles do bring forth conditions that you may not have originally anticipated. As you progress through these battles, you'll understand what conditions to be careful of and what conditions to not be careful of. Some are very dangerous, while others are just not really that much to be worried about. As you progress through the game, you'll slowly start to notice that some Digimon are just crazy, while others are living in their sectors of the island very well and very finely, and they don't actually need any assistance at all. Some Digimon are very, very difficult to persuade to join the city, whereas others are much more simple and just require a good beatdown to bring back to the city. It's a pretty simple philosophy that many people negate and many people overlook in gaming today. While the storyline is not that complex, requiring you to defeat one man who has come into this digital realm to corrupt and control everything. All you're doing is liberating the Digimon. After you beat several Digimon and you get into the hierarchy of the actual game and you get inside the mountain, you will start to notice the breakdown of digital information. Where you saw mountain ranges, icy ranges, volcanoes before, you're now actually seeing raw digital matter, and these enemies are seriously powerful. A Digimon may tip you off after you beat it, saying they don't want to be controlled, and this really gives more deeper look to the plot line. Your whole goal is to bring liberation to these Digimon and stop this evil menace from controlling them, because they never wanted to start the fight anyways. Again, progressing through this game and getting to the top floor of this place does reward you and allow you to recruit more and more Digimon, but the game is not over for a lengthy time. Expert players can beat this game in 10 hours, but unexperted players, it can take 20 to 30 hours to actually beat this game in its entirety. That's not including the sub-extras. So, to say the least, you get your money's worth out of this game. Overall, this game does have some real funny points. As I stated before, the bathroom scenes are just hilarious, though you don't get to really see your Digimon's junk, if that's what you're into. As creepy as that may sound, you do get to hear a satisfying farting noise if that is what you're into. If you love farty jokes, this game is just right up your alley. But if you're not really into farty noises, then I guess I'd suppose you would want to stay away from the toilet. Besides, what other game allows you to control a slug and make him eat poop? I didn't really think there are many games out there that allow you to do that. Moreover, this game does have some lighthearted moments, like putting your slug into a teddy bear costume and avenging the Toy Town's evil bear. So your goal is to stop this evil bear now and free up this Monzimon's friends. It's a sub-quest among the greater good, but the point of the whole game is to satisfy, free, and liberate Digimon. So if there's even one crazy bear out there causing trouble in another sector of the island, you'll be sure to hear about it, and you'll definitely want to take care of that naughty nuisance. Overall, my impressions of this game are great. As I stated before, I give it an S rank. The annoyances are the fact that you're constantly spending money, you're constantly battling for that money, and overall this game may be excessively enjoyed a lot more if you have a Game Shark. And I rarely do suggest cheating, but the only code I would state that you would want to really activate is the no age code, so you could actually play through the game and keep your Digimon as you play through. It may reduce the difficulty, but for your first playthrough, it may be the best idea. Game Sharks aren't that expensive for PS1 anymore and can range from $5 to $10. Along with this game, you might spend a grand total of $20 for a great gaming experience. Along with that Game Shark, there are codes out there that allow you to enjoy and play the game with many different Digimon, so you don't have to feel conformed to one type, and you don't have to meet the specific requirements to get that special ultimate that you're really wanting. It also opens the avenue for hacked and special Digimon, like Megas that are normally not available in the game. Digimon Digital World was a glimpse into the future of gaming. This has open world elements, RPG-esque elements, and it does have a sense of wonder about it. Is it a digital world that you're exploring, or a real world? Can you not separate reality anymore? That's a good question. The point is, this game really affected me as a kid as one of my favorite games to play on the PlayStation. I'm Protomario, and I'm signing out, and I give Digimon Digital World the S ranking of approval. A game that did everything right for the first time in a long time. And remember guys, if you enjoyed that video, please click the like button, favorite if you want to, and click the link down below in the description to donate to Gameovision. We are supported primarily through your donations. So have a heart and donate today to keep the lights on for us.